Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Pooya and Liana Lounge for episode number 35. I'm one half of your host, Pooya Liana. With me is the one and only, the irreplaceable, the one of one, Liana Boris.
Look, I'm you.
How is that me?
Because I have a hood up.
Is that all it takes, you think, to be me? Is that easy to emulate greatness?
No,
Really?
when we did the Swappy episode, obviously not.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Freaky Friday?
Yeah, the Freaky Friday episode.
Yeah, which
oh
we
my
did
God.
watch the movie now.
We did. We saw the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Freakier Friday.
That's right, Freakier Friday.
Mm-hmm. It was a good time.
Why don't you? Why shouldn't you trust Adams?
Can I say something before you say, because they make everything up? I understand using this joke when there is not a layup from your co-host. Your co-host just commented on the movie. For you to dead that to then bring your even more dead joke into this is a flaw.
I was gonna talk about the movie. I was gonna forget my joke if I didn't do it right away.
You know that game where you have to, where the whole like joke is, not the joke, but the whole thing is you have to like add a word in and you all agree that's the word they have to like casually throw into a conversation.
Yeah, in a conversation. We did that at
You
Thanksgiving.
give the energy of someone who just throw it in the worst way.
You didn't see my mom play.
Well, you are related.
I did better than my mom.
You are related.
Although I will say, in terms of what was the funniest, my mom's was easily the funniest because she would just would throw it in anyway.
So botany.
Yeah. So botany, am I right? Okay, fine. Well, you got the punchline. You ruined my joke. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I ruined a good joke.
That's
the narrative.
No one ever said that these were good jokes. Like, I just want to clarify that. They're not meant to be good jokes. They're meant to annoy you specifically.
Good. They are serving their purpose.
Okay, good. I'm glad that that's working.
Yeah.
We went to Freaky Friday. No, sorry. Let me rehash. We went to Freakier Friday. So we saw that in theaters.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Don't fall off topic.
Who's there?
No, finish the story.
Who's there?
What are you doing?
Who's there?
Me, you, Clam.
Me, you, Clam, who?
Oh, don't just us here right now.
I thought there was going to be a joke. I got excited. Okay, fine. Knock, knock.
No. Oh my God. We are in his roundabout that I need to get off of. Who's there?
Freakier Friday.
Okay. What about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So wait, I guess should we say spoiler alert for Freakier Friday?
If you don't know what the premise of the movie is going to be
They
already.
swap bodies.
Yeah. But also, if you don't want to know further than that, yeah, skip like 3 minutes.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I loved it. It was good.
Oh, you liked it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It was a good time.
Could have gone without it.
Yeah, but you're also like, oh, I'm Liana. If it's not sophisticated, I will not be
I just
there.
feel like there was a lot of stuff I didn't understand about it that didn't make sense.
Like what?
Okay, so for example, and this again, spoilers for Freakier Friday. Okay, we're just throwing that out there. Also, how do you wear hoods all the time? I feel like it's suffocating my head. So
That's suffocating your head, but wearing socks while in bed overnight does not suffocate your feet.
that's because I don't like touching the sheets. I don't like my feet touching the sheets.
Why?
I don't know. It's a weird texture. I don't like it. I like my my feet to be like
What sheet?
bundled.
Is it a sheet problem?
I don't know.
Oh, one problem at a time. All right.
I don't know.
What is
I don't know. Also, my mom did chime in. She called them sleeping socks. So she wanted to say that she was the first one to call them that.
They are just regular socks that y'all rebranded as sleeping socks. They're not sleeping socks.
Sleeping socks. Okay. Anyway, so one of the inconsistencies in the movie is, so one of the characters lives in the United States. One of the characters is British, and they're going to get married and move to England, I guess. London. Specifically, they were going to move to London. But for some reason, they had to go through a USCIS interview, which is the United States Immigration Services,
very
which
close
didn't make
to
any kind of
home
sense.
visa scene for us that we called out.
Okay,
what about the rest of the movie?
The thing I didn't like was there were 4 total people who swapped bodies. Okay, grandma, mom, daughter, and stepdaughter, but not quite stepdaughter yet.
Sister-in-law.
So you have three people who are like intimately connected and related, and then some rando girl who you just met like 6 months ago, because based on the timeline we found out that they were getting engaged or got married after 6 months of dating. So this poor woman who just gets dragged into this family's curse and has to swaps bodies with Jamie Lee Curtis, then has to be dragged through this whole like family issue as she's just missing her mom who died. Like, I just felt so bad for her. She was just like dragged into this whole mess of this crazy family.
By the end of the movie, she now had a family that she could choose to be in.
She had been gaslit by the family that is where she belonged and shouldn't be able to live in the place that she grew up.
Gaslit her?
The universe and that family.
That family did nothing, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Well, anyway, we obviously walked away with different takeaways from the movie. It was fine.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like I have a different mindset for different movies. Mm-hmm. This movie did not require critical thinking and logical understanding. I feel like you are applying those lenses to this with some of the things you're bringing up.
Fine. Yes, I enjoyed the Chad Michael Murray cameo.
Why?
Because it was nostalgic and fun. That was my favorite part, I think. No, also, Jason from The Good Place is in it, which was weird. Because I only know him from The Good Place.
Okay. The stepmom from Parent Trap was in it.
That's true. She was also in it. That was a very
fun nod that was there.
Yeah.
Also, they played the song from the first movie, which is also cool.
They did. It was a good little nostalgia trip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fun. It was like, again, I've not really been to the movies lately where we're just watching a popcorn flick. Just like movie that is not a sequel. It's not a reboot. It's not a like $100 million budget.
Yeah.
It's just a movie that's meant to be there for some laughs.
What do you think the budget was?
For the movie?
Yes.
45 million.
I'm going to say 100 million.
Okay.
Okay. And then because I'm actually like genuinely
I actually think you're probably going to be closer. 45 does seem little, but no, that's 45 is plenty. It's 45.
Freakier Friday budget. I feel like do you think they spend a lot of money on marketing?
I think the most marketing I saw for this movie outside of the trailers was the popcorn and soda. You
were much closer. 42 to 45 is the estimated budget.
I know the value of $1.
I just feel like
100 million.
I just feel like all movies are $1,000 gajillion.
Why?
Why do they have such big studios?
What do you mean?
They just like they need like lots of money.
Yeah, but think of like a blockbuster, like a Marvel movie. It requires so much After Effects, so much editing, so much CGI. Costumes need to be elaborate.
Yeah.
Background scenes need to be elaborate. This was a movie shot, I'm pretty sure, I don't know where, but either a city in the USA or a city in Canada.
Yeah.
And that was it. One scene, that's it.
Yeah.
So most of the money, I don't know. I don't know where most of the money would go. Like to the...
I don't know. Maybe they needed like a lot of money to get...
Oh, when they do a budget for a movie like that, does paying the cast also count as the budget? Or is that... It is? Okay.
Yes, but I will tell you, the other thing that significantly stood out to me was the product placement.
In this movie?
Yeah, the amount of product placement.
What were the products that were placed?
Well, first of all,
Why does this camera's broken?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like the auto. We can turn off the autofocus and just have it.
Let's just do that.
Just on us.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's just do that.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, in summation, the movie was fun. And annoying for Liana, but fun for me.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was fine. It was a good way to spend. We did it on Labor Day. It was like a much needed rest, I think, also. Mm-hmm. So
a little chill hang.
A chill hang after doing stuff all weekend. So for me, I did appreciate it from that perspective, and I was entertained.
Yeah, and I feel like it was ultimately a good movie choice because it was going to go out of theaters soon, probably.
Yeah, I think that, and also, it didn't require a lot of brain power.
Yeah.
Even though I tried. I certainly tried.
Why are they doing this visa interview here?
I was like, what do you mean? What interview? Why are they at the USCIS? What is this interview for? What visa did
Also,
they
I was
apply
like, this
for?
video's
Why do they need a visa?
This interview's way too unprofessional. They got it way too easy. I was like, where's the mountains of reviews and background checks they
yeah,
need?
I was like, where's all their paperwork? His paperwork was not enough. There was not enough paperwork.
I'm telling you, that was more of a triggering thing for us.
It was so
specifically.
triggering. Yeah, I did not like it personally from my perspective, but overall I had a really good time. So I was happy that we went, and I like that movie theater that's near us. So that always makes it. Yeah.
Good. 10 out of 10. We'll go again.
Yeah. Not to Freakier Friday, but you know.
Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry. Once was enough. Oh, the sponsorships. That's what I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
Activia. There was a clear Activia sponsorship, which was so funny.
Okay.
Metamucil got a sponsorship. Walgreens got a sponsorship. They were like, there was a ton of product placement throughout the entire movie. So that also took me out of it a little bit.
It did? Why? Because I feel like that imitates real life to me. Like, there's always products around.
It's like the way that they do the focusing that is slightly different, that highlights the product, right? Whereas the focus is supposed to be the people in the scene, but then all of a sudden, for some reason, the Metamucil is like super well lit in the background.
I think you just noticed the Metamucil because you're big into Metamucil.
That's an example of the product placement. Anyway, so that's look. It was fine. It was fine. How else was your weekend? Labor Day weekend was a thing that happened.
Yes, Labor Day weekend was good, I think. The weather was very nice this week. We got good weather, good heat. All right. Ma'am.
She's playing with her toy. Leave her alone.
Yeah, she's not the one I'm talking about right now.
I'm making funny faces at her.
You are on a podcast with me.
Okay, sorry. I'm focused.
What did you think about this
focusing
weekend?
on you. Well, we did a lot. And it's time to talk about all the things that we did. We did a number of Minnesotan, I would say like classic Minnesotan activities. 1, Mall of America. 2, Minnesota State Fair. 3, Freakier Friday, I guess. There's really only 2 things. We did Mall of America and the State Fair. But Minnesota State Fair, big deal. Big food on sticks, which I very much enjoyed. But before we talk about that, I think we should talk about Mall of America, because this is going to sound absolutely ridiculous, but there was so much mall. Like, it was a lot of mall. In my head, the Mall of America was like, yeah, it's a mall, but it's an amusement park, and there's go-karts, and there's like all these other, and a movie theater, and a da-da-da, and a da. So in my head, I was like, okay, yeah, it's a mall, but there's also like all this other stuff. And don't get me wrong, there was all this other stuff, but I was surprised at how much mall.
Oh, is it bad when your co-host isn't paying attention?
That's fine. You can not pay attention.
What? No, it's not fine, Liana.
Sorry.
Why would it be fine?
Because everybody needs to give each other a little bit of grace. And sometimes you need to zone out for a hot second. And that's okay.
Yeah, no, Mall of America was cool. I found that, to me, it looked smaller than the malls I've been to, but then I found out that it's bigger than every mall I've been to. So
yeah, square
I don't know how to
wise.
feel about that.
I think it's because it's 4 floors, and also because it's not like we didn't go in the movie theater. We didn't go where the axe throwing and the golf cart or go-karts or whatever was. So that was like a ton of additional square footage that we just didn't see, like physically see.
Fair.
And also, we didn't go in all the stores. It's not like we just did the loops, but we didn't go into Macy's. We didn't go into Nordstrom's.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying that would add to, like, if you experience those spaces as well, it could potentially add.
Yeah.
I also don't know if the way that they count square footage, because, like, what does the amusement park count for? Because it's like 4 floors. Does it count for 4 floors worth of square footage, or just one square? Yeah. Because technically it's only 1 square, but if you can consider the space as a unit, it would
right,
be,
because of all the big rides and stuff.
yeah, and there's a ceiling on it. It's not open air, so
Yeah.
like technically that could potentially be considered. I know I'm covered in cat hair because this couch.
I got you.
So yeah. So I was surprised. It was so much mall, and the mall was like, it was bumping.
I think that's the thing too. Also, is that since I moved to Canada, there's not really a lot of mall action. Like any mall I've been to, it's like most of the time empty. Sometimes a little people. This was the first time in almost a decade where I've been to a mall and it was like actively busy, a lot of people, a lot of movement, a lot like oxygen needs to be like pumped in and rotated around this place. So
Yeah, it was cool though. They had a whole Lego thing, which was pretty neat. We didn't go in it, but I would definitely want to go back. I definitely want to go back. There's like so much that we didn't get to. I feel like we
didn't really
a cursory
yeah.
sort of explore.
We
Like
kind of took a peek.
Yeah, exactly. It was definitely an exploratory adventure. It wasn't necessary. We only went in really one store for real. I went into Ulta. I need more sunscreen. So, which goes back to the pale comments from last week, but whatever. So I need more sunscreen. So we did that. But then other than that, I mean, we kind of poked in a couple other stores and we'd like gotten some food and drink items. But all in all, we didn't really like go shop. Like I would say we didn't really go shopping.
Yeah.
We also didn't ride any of the rides, which I would be totally down to go ride rides. And you would be down to watch me ride those rides.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can't go on all of them. Most of them are for like younger children. Like I'm not going on Bluey's Magic Adventure or whatever it's called. So I'm not going to do that one,
Yeah.
but I will do the ones for adults.
It's pretty cool that we just now live here next to this biggest mall in the country.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember like, hearing about it when I was growing up as a kid, and it was like, ooh, the Mall of America.
Like now that's like,
ooh,
that's our like neighborhood, not neighborhood
it's our
mall,
neighborhood mall.
It's a mall in our backyard.
I mean, it's right next to the IKEA. So it's like, oh, if you're going to go to IKEA, you might as well just
Exactly.
go there. The parking system, I was actually very impressed with once we figured it out.
I did mess with the fact that the areas are named after states, which
Yeah.
makes sense. A good touch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you had a cookie.
I did. I had a cookie. I had a mango juice. I was living in the
You did
lap
do
of a
that.
luxury.
Yeah. Where was my treats?
You could have gotten any treats you wanted. I literally said, if you want to stop anywhere, please stop there. And then I said, do you want anything? And you were like, no. I said, do you want anything? And you said, no.
Yeah.
You could have had a mango juice.
I mean, I love mango juice, but
I love mango juice.
I'm not trying to buy the mango juice.
It was expensive. So
Spicy mango juice.
You made the right call. But yeah, I only bought sunscreen.
So that was one Minnesota item we did. The other one spans through the last 2 weeks.
That's true.
Yeah. The Minnesota State Fair.
Bum, 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 bum. It's a big deal.
Yeah, we went 2 weeks in a row. Once last Saturday, no, the Saturday prior, and then once the day before Labor Day. And this was my first state fair ever, and I had a really good time. So I think the big thing for me, you have thoughts also?
Yeah, I have thoughts, but I want to hear what you. I don't want to cut you off.
Well, I don't really know if I'm like gonna have a good summary of it, but it was nice to be in again, lively spaces. I come from Dubai. Everything was like busy, and like in Ottawa, everything was quiet. In New Haven, everything was quiet. So it was nice to be in a hustle, bustle busy area.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think I could do that every day, or like even a day, full day. Like hours is fine, but I did enjoy that element, being in that space.
I could last about 5 hours before I had to tap out, like in that space. And I don't like hustle and bustle. So that's another reason why we don't do hustle and bustle, because I don't want to and I drive everywhere. So I'm not going to drive Pooya to a place with hustle and bustle because I don't want to be there. So, I mean, I'll put up with it if like I want to go to that location, which I think to go to the state fair and like experience it, I thought was really good.
Yeah.
But we got to see so many different things. I mean, there's food, there's drink, there's games, there's rides, there's shows, there's art, there's just like so many. There was a parade when we were there. There were just like so many. It's very, very, very overwhelming. We saw goats, we saw sheep, we saw pigs, we saw cows, we saw horses, we saw children, we saw acrobats, we saw comedians. And I use that air quotes on purpose.
No. What we're not going to do is just yada yada the comedian that you dragged us to. So
I didn't drag us anywhere.
Story time. So we get there, and by there I mean the state fair, and it's very clear Liana's a little overwhelmed. It's very busy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, I understand. I got you. Like, we'll get through it together. Everything's fine. Things are going well. We'll talk about the other elements in a second. A couple hours go by, maybe like 4 hours go by. In our 4th hour, Liana's like, what's going on in that tent? And it's like this older guy who's like talking into a microphone at a stage. And she's like, oh my God, he's going to do magic. We should sit here. And I was like, I don't, like, no, we should. I was like, okay, fine. I'm not going to like argue with you.
I wanted to sit down.
Yeah. Yes, you did. But then it's a different sit down. So we sit down, and it's very clear to me that this is a magician who is a comedian, but the comedy is like dad jokes set to 12, and it's just awkward because it requires a lot of audience participation, and 90% of this audience does not want to participate.
It was great.
So it's just uncomfortable. And for me, this is when my anxiety started kicking in, because I was like, this mother better not like ask me to come up on stage or like perceive me. It's gonna be my worst nightmare. So I had to fake that I'm enjoying it anytime he was looking at the crowd, because I did not want to get singled out.
What could I have, if he had tried to call you out, what could I have yelled that would have made him back off?
Nothing, because I think he would have yes-anded whatever you yelled to make more jokes.
I would have said, he doesn't speak English.
That would be worse.
Why? Because what's he gonna do? He can't call you up.
He can call the bluff, but what does he speak?
So he speaks Farsi.
Yeah, more eyes on me. That's just more runtime.
Yeah, but then eventually he'll move on.
It's still more runtime of people looking at me. And that would be awful.
Okay, so you've got 2 options.
My options were 2 things. Either I get perceived or I don't get perceived.
No.
There wasn't perceived the sequel for me.
You have 3 options. You have, he doesn't call you out at all, which is fine. 2, he calls you out, forces you to go on stage, do a whole thing with him on stage. Or 3, I make everyone slightly uncomfortable as I yell something that prohibits you from going up on stage.
So, you know how we have like a glass jar, okay?
Okay.
If the glass jar falls off the counter,
Yeah.
one of 2 things is going to happen.
Okay.
Either the glass jar breaks or the glass jar doesn't break.
Okay.
To me, it's very similar to that, because
Okay.
I understand you saying there's a 3rd option.
Yeah.
But the minute he clocks me,
So you're saying it doesn't matter.
at that point, it's done.
So whether
even
or
if
not
I get on stage and it's prolonged, or
It's
that
done in 2
that
minutes.
immediate feeling of like discomfort is now with me, and it's gonna take a while for it to come off.
I see. So regardless. So
Yeah.
even, but if I can get him away from you in 2 minutes versus 20 minutes, that feeling will start to dissipate faster.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
And I'm a lot less likely to be in a crabby mood.
Right. Now, you never know. You get up there, maybe you have a lot of fun.
No, and here's why. I do enjoy being like, I'm comfortable on a stage.
Okay.
If it's a stage for a specific thing.
Okay.
If I'm on a stage and they're like, all right, he's going to help sing this next song. Absolutely not. I'm going to hate every second of it.
Be a terrible participant. That's the goal. And
Yeah,
then
but
make
that's cringe.
them more no, it's not. It's a war. Make them more uncomfortable than you are uncomfortable. For example,
Or-
if he's like, can you do this? And you'd be like, I can't read. You'd be like, I'm illiterate. And then you make him deal with that fact and you just don't break. And then he's like, aha, what a jokester. And then you go, no, seriously, it's actually one of my deepest insecurities. You just like look him straight
There are
in the eye.
children in this.
Who
in this
cares?
thi-
Who cares? It's his fault. He brought up a rando. He should get.
It's our fault because we sat in there, and when you sit in there, the expectations for this magic show that audience participation is a thing that could happen.
That's not fair. That was unclear to me.
When you go to a comedy show, and the guy does crowd, does crowd play, crowd work.
Yeah.
You have consented to being in this show, which means
Yes.
you have consented to be put under the microscope if you're perceived.
And they have agreed to be heckled by you. That is also part of the audience.
You're not meant to
agreement.
heckle. We don't condone heckling at a comedy show.
I don't heckle unless someone heckles me first.
That's not a heckle.
I will never strike first.
That is not a heckle, what the comedian's doing.
Okay, well, whatever he's doing to me, if he makes me involved, I'm making him involved.
No, that's not how that works.
Okay, but I'm telling you that's what I would do.
Yeah, but you are not on the clock. Do you understand that?
What do you mean I'm not on the clock?
It's his job to come in and give you comedy. Now, his brand of comedy could be crowd work, could be life stories, could be like a Gallagher type, could be a comedian magician, many forms.
Yeah.
But you can't be like, no, he pulled a quarter from behind my ear. I can pull a quarter from behind his ear.
Yeah,
that
I'm
is
gonna
not how
one-up
that
him.
works.
I'm gonna be like, so you.
No, that's not how that
Or
works.
I'll just start pulling coins from my own ear. I'm gonna be like, now it's my time to shine. And then all of a sudden I start pulling rabbits out of my pants. Pacha, pacha, pacha.
So you could imagine this is the energy I'm sitting next to at this magic show. And
I love
I am
it.
deeply uncomfortable and not having a good time. And every given second, I'm like, something's going to go down. And like, the thing is, but then he picks a member of the audience. So like now that scary part's over
You're
for
safe.
me. I'm just
Yeah.
chilling. And then proceeds to do the most awful like 5 minutes of magic that I could ever describe. It was just
We'll do it next week. How about we'll
we
put
are
on
not
the show?
I do not want to reenact this magic show. Magic show. So we waited for a lull and then we left.
Yeah.
And that was the worst part of the
I
fair.
would have stayed the entire show, just to be
You
clear.
so wouldn't have.
Yes, I would have.
You are actively acting like you were into it a lot more than you were in the moment.
Oh, I was not into it, but I would have stayed the entire time. My favorite part was when he picked like 3 people from the audience or 2 people from the audience, and then we as the audience got to pick. And I wanted to pick the guy who was more uncomfortable.
Yeah, but everyone else was nice and picked the other guy.
Yeah, I know.
The other guy who,
bad.
by the way, this guy picked his dad to go up there, and his
Oh,
dad declined, and then he Katniss
took-
Everdeen'd it for his dad.
Yeah, exactly. He
volunteered
volunteered
as
as tribute.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or sorry,
So
3 fingers.
the
Yeah,
audience was like, "Oh, we're gonna give it to this guy."
Yeah, so they did take the volunteer guy. We also went to the Lumberjack show, which was another show that we went to. By the way, other comedians up there. I will say, I was thinking one of the jokes I have been thinking about that I think is actually quite funny.
I don't know if it's every job that's like a little forward facing now because both the shuttle drivers on both weeks.
Oh yeah, had
They
their, like,
also
type
they had a
five.
tight 5, a set of jokes that they had clearly. They're like driving people from these parking lots back and forth to the state
Yeah.
fair, so they had worked on it. It was polished, but I was like, bro, just let me get to the state fair. Like, why do I need to hear all this?
I feel like it's someone who doesn't like fun. That's what I'm hearing.
Me?
Yeah.
That's so disrespectful. I have a good time.
Yeah, you had a good time at all the shows.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess there's some. Okay. So when you get in an Uber,
Okay.
let's say,
Yeah.
the Uber driver has gotten pretty good at chatting with people, right?
Okay.
Let's say. You are also allowed to be like, I'm not, the chatter's extra. I don't want that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I don't like to have fun.
I see. Well, the good news is like with the bus driver, it's not like you had to interact with them.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
Ultimately, it wasn't that big of a bother. I
Yeah,
think
you
it comes
didn't-
off that way when we're back to back talking about this stuff.
Yeah, like you didn't have to do the questions that she was asking, for example.
I was not retaining any of that information. I was like, what is an HOH competition? Like, why'd you say a bunch of stuff and now you're quizzing me on it?
Yeah.
Let me get to my destination, please.
Yeah, okay.
It was hot out. Like, can we not?
Can we move, please?
I have eaten a lot of cheese curds. Like, can we not do this right
And
now?
full of cheese.
Yeah.
No, the one I liked, the Lumberjack show.
So, yeah, go ahead.
What? No, you say what you're gonna say.
I'm realizing I had a great time going to the state fair twice. I'm realizing every element you're bringing up, I'm like, ugh. Like, I had a good time, to be clear.
What did you enjoy?
All of it.
Okay.
It's stories, but
Okay.
I don't know. The Lumberjack show overrated.
Okay, the Lumberjack show.
That's my thought. That's my 2 cents.
First of all, they do like typical lumberjack things, like they do axe throwing and they like saw stuff or whatever.
Which, can a lumberjack confirm this is a thing that y'all
Yeah.
do?
Lumberjacks and lumberjills. There were 2 lumberjacks, 2 lumberjills. Oh, and we were assigned a team to root for, which we had the worst team. I feel like we got screwed over.
We got
but
assigned the
whatever.
team based on the fact that we're sitting on the left side of the stage versus the right side.
Yeah.
And we got both the worst picks.
Yeah. But anyway, the good part, well, I enjoyed all of it. My favorite part though was the artwork, the carving, right? Because you know how you can like carve statues out of wood, right? I'm sure everybody's seen them when you stop at like a rest stop and there's like little wood statues. Okay, well, fine, whatever. So anyway, so they were like, okay, we're gonna do wood carving live. And so the guy goes, okay, I'm gonna carve a fluffy animal that I saw on my way to work today. And then they were like, oh, what is it? And he's like, well, it's got big, floppy ears, and you'll see it around Easter. So I, being the comedian that I am, yelled, it's a squirrel from my side of the audience, to which you did not appreciate that. But the guy next to me laughed.
The guy next to you was very much eating up all your
He liked my jokes. I was like, yeah, he and I were chatting. We were having a good time.
It's not that I didn't appreciate it. I just didn't expect you to do that.
You've known me long enough. Like, I enjoy stuff like that.
You jump over and you jump back and forth on the I don't want to be perceived.
Yes.
I'm going to say the most out of pocket thing and people might look at me.
Yes.
You jump the line, so I don't know which one I'm getting.
You're going to get one or the other.
Yeah.
It's like I'm completely shut down, or I'm having a great time and I'm interfering with everything.
I mean, I don't see you as, I feel like you're making one of them negative connotation.
No. I just mean like I'm choosing not to engage with this, or I'm choosing to engage with it fully. That's maybe the best way I can think to describe it. So for this, I'm choosing to engage with it fully. And so anyway, so he goes, yeah, I'm going to carve. It's it's a bunny, right? That I saw on my way to work today. And then he just cuts a thin, flat slice of wood. And he's like, here's the bunny, with the implication that it was roadkill. There's like little kids there. And I'm like, oh, this is what, in like kids movies when there's jokes for adults, I'm like, is this the joke for adults? Or like, what if you had to explain to the children that he's talking about roadkill? Like that makes for a very awkward conversation with your kids. So I thought it was hilarious. And now every time I see roadkill, that's what I think of.
That's nice, I guess.
Yeah. It reminds me of a good memory instead of like, oh, a sad dead animal. Now I'm like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
The lumberjack show.
Yeah, just every event at this lumberjack show lasted maybe 50 seconds, but they would boot up music like it was going to go 5 minutes. So we haven't even gotten to the first verse on some of these. And I was like, well, it's over. This team won. I was like, what did they do?
Yeah, they needed more endurance challenge. The last one, the log rolling, was really the only endurance challenge.
Yeah.
They needed more endurance challenges, I think.
Yeah.
But I did like the Mulan one where they have to like climb up the pole. That I enjoyed that one a lot as well. But they should do that like they got to do like heats. You know what I mean? Like do it multiple times.
Yeah.
That's an endurance comp. Or hang from the pole. That could be fun.
I think also the combination of the fact that it was a very hot day.
Well, we were sitting in the direct sun, so I think probably that contributed to it as well.
Yeah.
But I got to ride rides, and Pooya played games, and he won lots of things, what I brought here to show with everybody today.
Yeah.
He got 2 ducks, 2 little ducky ducks.
A devilish one
one's
and
a little
Sunday.
Yeah, one's a little devil duck, and one's a little Sunday duck. Duck, 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 duck. And then he got 2 stuffed animals. One is this elephant thing. And the other one, this is, I think, the best thing he got, is this cool looking penguin.
Yeah,
boy.
that penguin's the shit.
And it's got those glasses.
Yeah, I didn't get an option for the fucking elephant. It was like, do you want this one or the blue one? And it was the
you
same
got
elephant.
between 2 elephants. But you didn't get a choice for the penguin either. He just
It's
brought
because,
up the penguin
so this one I got in one of those where there's like cups and you have like a pickleball looking ball that you have to drop in. And some of the cups have color codes, them blue, red, and the rest are mostly white. If you get it in one of the color ones, you get a prize. So I get it in the blue one, and like obviously this is one of those like kiosks where it's a square and there's like action all around. The guy who like is the clerk guy doesn't see me sink this ball, but I'm not concerned. I still have like 5 more balls to toss, and I was like, someone's eventually gonna be like, who did that? And I'll be like, it was me, and like it'll be calm. But Liana definitely thinks that someone could scam and take it from us. Yeah. So all Liana's doing next to me as I'm trying to concentrate for the next one is, he got it in. He got a blue. It's in. He got it in. Hey, excuse me. He got one in the blue one. He did it. And I'm like, oh my God, Liana. I didn't say anything. But then the guy turns around and goes, here, and just gives us that. So
it's the best one.
I'd like to think that we could have had options, but he was just like, shh.
No, first of all, I mimic others around me. That's what I saw the other kid do when he got one in.
Well, that was a child.
Yeah, and children are adults. Adults are children.
No, we're chill. We're chill. You know, we're like, yeah, I did get one.
Yeah, but I wanted you to make sure. I wanted to make sure that they knew that it was yours, because I thought, what if some child walks up and is like, yeah, that one's mine? Because the child was more vocal. You know, the early bird gets the worm. Got to be that early bird.
See, here's the thing. if a kid yells, "That's mine," and then a full-grown adult says, "Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, that was me. I sank it."
Yeah.
They're gonna believe me, not the child, because they're not. Who in their right mind is stealing a toy from a kid?
Ooh. Okay. I just got an idea.
Ew.
No.
What idea?
Well, we're gonna go up, and when a kid sings, he'd be like, "No, actually, I did that."
Why would you give a kid trauma like that?
So that he can learn about the real world.
That's the type of shit a kid will remember years from. If that happened to me, I'm not forgetting that. I'm like, yeah, there was this one time this full-grown
so
adult said, "Nope, that's mine," and lied and took my toy.
And then you go over and you whisper to the kid, and you be like, "Get good, son." I think
No,
it's,
you
it's
go up to
important
the
that they learn
kid,
these
you go up to the
lessons.
kid, and you're like, "I'm throwing this in the trash later."
And I don't even want it. And then you rip its head off.
Oh my God. Yeah, let's just give children trauma.
Okay, first of all, I did good with kids. Thank you very much.
You did have a very sweet moment.
I did, specifically with one child. I went on a ride, and I was sitting there, and this little girl comes up. She couldn't have been more than like 6.
Max.
She comes up, and she sits next to me, and she goes, "Will you hold my hand?" And I was like, immediately jump into protector mode. I'm like, this kid will not die on my watch. So I'm like, you got it, kiddo.
And I'm watching this, and I don't ride rides for many a reason. One of them being my worry of like, what if I slip out of the machine? This kid, they put the railing thing down. I can picture this kid slipping through this. Like, this is not like this kid's too small.
That's why I had her hand. She was like, hold my hand. I was like, you betcha. So I grabbed her hand and I held, and she was squeezing onto me. I didn't need to squeeze onto her back, but I was like, okay, let me give her a
I'm glad you didn't. You would have broken her bones.
Yeah, I know. I gave her a firm, steady hold that I was like, my arm's not going to move because I can't be wiggling all about. It's really important we do this right. So firm hand, she grabs onto me, and I was like, what's your name? And then she said her name. I don't even remember her name. I said her name, and
what if she left a lasting impression on you?
well, Elise or something like that. And I was like, nice to meet you. And I was like, is this your first time riding rides? And she was like, I love riding rides. And I was like, but sometimes I get scared. And I'm like, fair. And then I was like, is that your dad? Because there was this guy like waving, trying to get her attention.
How awkward if she said no.
Yeah, well, then I would know that my role as protector continues after we go after them.
Yeah.
As soon as we get off the ride, we now need to shield her from human trafficking. So anyway, so she's like, yeah, that's my dad. And I was like, oh, okay, your dad wants to take your picture. Like, wave at your dad. And then she's like, or whatever. And then we get going on the ride. And like, I could definitely tell she was like, but I think having a good time. So yeah, it was very cute. Everybody survived. I got her off the ride. Her dad thanked me for being her ride buddy. And I was like, anytime. I will protect this child with my life.
Yeah, someone came up to me while I was waiting. He was like, which one's yours? Like, that big one over there.
The 34-year-old.
Yeah, no, that didn't happen. That'd be funny,
so
though.
Yeah, which one's yours? It would, especially if you were taking pictures. Oh, the 1 second from the end.
Oh, the adult? Yes.
The adult, the only grown adult on this ride.
Were you the only grown adult? I don't think so.
I think a lot of people were riding with children. I do not think there were a ton of
independent
solo
adults.
There were not a ton of independent. But I looked like I was riding with my daughter. She's a little white girl. So I was like, okay, she could definitely be considered my kid. So yeah, we nailed it.
Yeah. And then obviously the big thing at the fair, one of the big things is food.
Yep.
We tried a lot of food over the 2 trips we took there.
Yep.
So first of all, and I mean no disrespect to any Culver's fans, Culver's does not know how to do cheese curds. Because when we got cheese curds at Culver's, I was like, oh, this ain't for me. I don't like this at all. And then we got cheese curds at the state fair. That shit good.
Yeah, it was very good.
Very good.
It was very good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, very good. Too good. Dangerously good.
So this is how good it was. We got like a little help because like we know to pace ourselves. We're like going to be here for a while.
Yeah.
So we got a little one. We had like a couple pieces. Good. At the very end of I'm skipping to the end of that day. Liana wants a funnel cake, and as we're queued up for the funnel cake, she's like, "Did you want more cheese curds? You should go get that now." I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "What size should I get?" She's like, "Bucket." I was like, cool.
Bucket.
Because like we had been seeing people walking around with a bucket. So I go to the lineup and I'm like, oh, there is a bucket. Like there's like the regular like personal baby size that we had.
Yeah.
Then there's the bucket. Then there's the bucket.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think we need the bucket.
No.
We'll just get this bucket.
Yeah.
And because I'd seen that bigger bucket, I was like, oh, this bucket's practically small. You're just getting a commemorative like bucket.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of cheese curds.
I felt awful.
Like we sat there, Liana eating her funnel cake. We're throwing back some cheese curds, and I think very quickly we got downgraded from we could hang another hour to we're going home.
I need to leave right now.
Yeah.
I feel awful.
Yeah.
I felt awful
slow. My pace dropped.
I felt awful that night. I felt awful the next day.
Yeah, I didn't have any of that. I was good.
I felt horrible.
I was good to go.
Yeah.
Your boy was good by like 10 p.m.
No, I laid in bed.
I was not. I was fine.
I was so tired.
Yeah, the next day, Liana's like,
I'm full of cheese.
I need a salad.
Yes, I did need a salad. I need a salad and I needed fiber fast. Down a bucket of blueberries, man. Give me an avocado. Sprinkle some Metamucil on top. I need that fiber.
Anyway, in less weird news, cheese curds were good. We liked the cheese curds.
Yeah.
We then got a pretzel dog thing.
Mm-hmm.
Also good.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go wrong. Pretzel, hot dog, fusion, good time. Hi Pearl. We then I got excited. I saw poutine.
Yep.
Saw a poutine stand. I was like, we're getting a poutine. Damn it. Because when's the last time I had a poutine? Like a proper, because I tried one at a diner we went to here in May. Did not hit the spot. Anyway, so I get this poutine. It was not it.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. I will find one day.
I know. I believe in you.
Was there a poutine at no that okay. So I keep confusing two occasions at the same time. The 4th of July that we spent here together. And that Oyster Fest we went to in New Haven.
Yes, that was October of last year.
I had a poutine there.
You did.
Yes, that was good.
Yeah.
This poutine not that good. It was and I'll tell you this, it was the gravy. The gravy was the issue.
Yeah.
The fries were fine, cheese curds were fine. The gravy was not the right gravy. Anyway, so that was okay. What else did we have that day? Specifically.
I think that was it.
And then the funnel cake, which your thoughts?
It was fine.
It was fine. Then the second time we went, at this point because like we were like, we should try the regular stuff that other people are so used to. We should try that now. And then next week when we're coming back, we have a better knowledge of like, okay, well, we know what the basics are. Now let's go for the unique stuff.
Yeah.
So I got a chicken tandoori quesarata.
I'm still thinking about that to this day.
Tandoori
it's
chicken
so good.
And in quesadilla form, but the bread is paratas, and this was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. No, it was an 11 out of 10.
It was so good. And then I got the halloumi cheese popper things, which were just halloumi cheese. It was good.
They were fine.
But yeah, that was a banger. That was really good. So I like that quite a bit. And then I got a fun like frozen slushy drink. It was alcoholic, and it packed a punch. It was tiny though, but it packed a punch. So
yeah,
and I don't mean the flavor.
Yeah, and I got tacos that I thought would be better. They were essentially white people taco night tacos.
You somehow fumbled so bad.
Yep.
You actively bought like the one item that you or I could have made a better version of at home.
Yep. So I did that.
It was an L.
Yep, that was an L. And is that it? What else did we eat?
We didn't really eat as much in the second go around.
Which was a good call, to be honest.
I think it's because of the fact that when we ate, we treated it as lunch we ate, you know?
Yeah.
Versus the first time we were walking and grazing a little bit,
which
worked out better for that reason.
Yeah. But yeah, it was fun. I had a good time.
We got to meet some of y'all, some of the patrons on Sunday or the second time around. So that was a lot of fun getting to see the people.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really nice to talk with people.
Good
and it was
vibes.
also really nice to talk with people who are also from Minnesota or at least have like lived
Been here
for a
long.
while. Yeah, for a while, more than, a couple months, like came here for work or school or whatever. So that was really good to chat. So I appreciated that. It was
It was a
all
good
around a
time.
positive experience.
Yeah. I had fun. I'm sad it's done now.
I'm sad it's done, but also like it took a lot out of me. Like I said, I really both days I tapped out at like 5 hours being there. I just like couldn't do anymore.
Yeah, it did remind me of this thing we have in Dubai called Global Village, which I think I brought up before, where
Yeah.
it's basically like a state fair, but then every little corner is like a country with the snacks and the stuff. But it used to be like once a year for like a month, and I'm pretty sure now it's year round. And I was like, well, if it's
It
year
loses
round,
the
you ain't going weekly. Like you might go once a year still anyway. Like so, yeah.
If you had to make a food that you think best represented your culture,
My
like to
culture?
a potluck, for example, what would you bring?
Like Persian culture.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd have to be like skewers of kebab and like grilled tomato and like put in the bread. And
Yeah.
the bread becomes like not soggy, but like
Soft.
yeah. That might be the vibe.
Yeah.
Because it's that or it's like a stew, but then stews are so divisive. I feel like if I'm taking it to a potluck, you want it to be easily edible. And stew requires like rice, stew, but then also you need fork and spoon and bowl and this and that. And you kind of want it to be quick. Everyone grab what you want to grab and like eat it. Actually, I don't know. Maybe potluck is more stewish. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you could just give a little bit of stew, like just a spoonful.
Yeah, but
a small spoonful.
one does
of
not
stew.
simply take a spoonful of stew, though. You gotta
No,
make it a
that's like
helping.
the song. A spoonful of stew.
Who sings that song?
Mary Poppins.
Well, let's keep it that way then, shall we?
It's a spoon. What's a spoonful of sugar or whatever? You know.
No.
Anyway, I don't know what I would make.
Oh, so you ask me a question you didn't have an answer for yourself?
No, I don't know what. I guess I like. There's this like, it's called cowboy caviar. It's this like bean salad. I should just bring fried chicken and call it a day.
10 out of 10.
And be like, "Where's my bean salad?"
So the role play server I'm in
Yeah.
is British, but I had a conversation today about we're talking about snacks and stuff, and they were
Okay.
like, "Oh, have you tried this? Have you tried that? Do you like this? Do you like that?" And then we were talking about how French toast is made from like older bread,
Yeah.
and then I was like, "Well, in America, we do this thing called stuffing for Thanksgiving," and two of them were like, "It's my favorite thing," and I was like,
Oh.
Same.
Okay.
Okay. Because I was going to talk about how I didn't get to even bring the point up that like you can buy stale bread at the store that
For
is
stuffing,
purposely put out there for stuffing, which
Yeah.
is so funny to me. And then we got to talking about I don't know which one, which dish is it that has the marshmallows in it?
Like yams or sweet
Yeah.
potatoes. Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, I forgot how much that's a red flag to me.
You don't like the marshmallows?
Marshmallows always made me feel nauseous. I don't know what it is.
Is it like
about.
the idea of them?
No,
or
no,
like you
eating
mean when
them.
you eat them?
Yeah, because you know how, like there's some foods where you eat them and you're like, there's something about it that makes you feel not good, but it's like not the food itself.
There is something abnormal about marshmallows in texture. You know what I mean? Like not when they're in hot chocolate, like just eating a marshmallow by itself.
It's like you are biting into an eraser that is a little more flavorful and chewier, but it still looks and feels like you shouldn't be able to eat this.
Yeah, it does kind of have like a very fluffy eraser.
Yeah.
Like if more air was in an eraser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, like,
I've been eating marshmallow because I bought those little mini marshmallows to make Rice Krispie treats with,
Yeah.
and the problem is I just eat the
I
marshmallows. and
eat
don't
them
even
in
bother
the
to
in the
make Rice
crispy treat
treats.
form, and also I could eat. I don't know if I could. I guess in a s'more, it's like melted a little bit. Maybe
Yeah.
that'll do fine.
Have you ever had a s'more?
No, we've been through this. Still no.
Okay, well, we're gonna do it. We're at least gonna toast some marshmallows. Ooh, I love it when you take the marshmallow and it gets all toasty on the outside, and then you pull it off like it's a skin, and then you eat the crunchy bit that you've toasted, and then you can retoast it and do it again. Dude, it's goated. It's
It's
so
goated.
good.
It's
It's goated.
goated.
It's so good. It's so good.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay, great. We'll do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What else happened?
Where
I don't know. In life.
in life?
I'm
Life's
so
been busy.
I am tired and cranky, if I'm being 100%
Yeah.
honest with you.
No, life's been busy for me because I'm juggling a lot of shows at the same time, a lot of podcasts, and my stream schedule has stayed the exact same size-wise because I'm not willing to sacrifice any of it. So I just feel like I'm in a state of constant either catch up or I'm plugging stuff into my free time that is making me less free also, which can be tough. Like I have a call with my parents. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. I have a meeting tomorrow, and then I have my stream, and then I have all the feed stuff I need to catch up on. I need to watch feeds later for Big Brother, and I need to watch Big Brother, and I'm recording Traders Ireland after Big Brother tomorrow.
Traders Ireland.
So I am smoked tomorrow, and I already know it.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of become that, and like obviously for a lot of regular people, that's like, oh, that's a regular day. It's not for me. So I am.
Yeah, you struggle with that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have no choice but to comply. So we're trying. But yeah, Traders Ireland has been fun so far. I've not finished watching all 3 episodes yet, but I imagine, and I'm going to predict now, Annabelle and I have a good ass time talking about it.
Yeah, I'm excited to listen. I only watched the first episode, but I had so much fun with the first episode.
Yeah. I did see some people say it was a little bit of a sleepy first episode, which is, I think every first episode of The Traders is like that.
Yeah.
Every first episode of Big Brother is ass usually.
Yeah.
Of a season. But I'm sure it'll pick up because the cast looks promising to me.
Yeah, well, I think that's what made me excited was the cast, right? Because it's really the first episode. It's like a lot of times you don't even get a murder, right? You just get to know the people that are there. And so as long as you're intrigued with the people and the storylines that seem to be developing, then like I've got enough faith to go throughout the rest of the season. If there's no one I'm interested in, then it's like, I hope this picks up.
It's over.
Or I hope that there are interesting murders that then like make it interesting. You know, you get a couple episodes with me to hook me or give me something that is interesting. Yeah.
The other thing is Australia versus the world.
That's right. Yes.
That's had me in a chokehold. I've thought about that a lot this past month.
Yes.
And it's delivered. If you haven't watched it yet, I genuinely can't recommend it enough. Get it. It's 9 episodes right now. Only to be added 1 more episode for a 10th.
Yes.
So 10 episodes, you can do that.
I'm only 1 episode behind. Are you proud of me?
Yeah.
Thank you. I deserved it.
You deserve what? Praise?
I deserve to be thanked. Yes. For catching up.
Okay.
I did it for you so we could talk about it.
So, you watched a great show for me.
Yeah. So we could talk about it.
Yeah.
These are the things I give you. Yeah. I mean, I'm an episode behind still. But like I'm getting there.
I'm eating the best meal of my life for you.
Yeah, but so we can talk about it and enjoy it together. So that you eat, I eat, we all eat.
You eat, I eat, we eat, we all eat.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to talk about today?
No, I don't think so. My insides hurt and I have a headache and I don't feel well.
I'm happy you were able to still do this. Despite
we were supposed to record yesterday. I wasn't feeling well and I'm still not feeling well today.
We took a gamble because you know how sometimes you're like, let's take the break.
Yeah.
It could help.
Yeah.
And sometimes that gamble pays off. The next day it's like, all right, we were right. This was the right move. Or the next day happens, you're like, nope, still the same, and now we have 1 less day to edit it.
In fact, it's worse, and now we have 1 less day. Yeah, exactly.
Also, I did see someone in the comments saying, is this podcast now back to Friday drops, or is it still Thursdays? It's a little bit ambiguous at the moment with the amount of stuff that's going on. We don't really have a locked-in date currently, but it's the same time every day. So it's either 5 p.m. Eastern Thursday or 5 p.m. Eastern Friday. It just depends on the scheduling and the editing.
It'll be Friday this week, right? Probably.
After I just described that day I would say so. I think that's the safer bet.
Yeah.
So the weekend's here. Are you not excited?
Yay.
It's going to be fun. Tune into my stream tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. That's where the fun begins.
Yeah.
Yeah. When's the last time you watched one of my streams?
Well, I don't know.
Damn.
Sorry.
She don't like my content.
It's just so many hours. If you could make a YouTube video that's like 10 minutes, I would watch every single one.
You don't have to watch every minute. You know this, right?
What did we literally talk about in this podcast? I'm either 100% in or 100% out. I struggle with anything
You're like
in between.
that one, who was it? I think it was from The League where Andre's like, I like to complete an author. And they're like, she has 300 books.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
You're like that.
Yeah. I'm like that.
Yeah, well. You know, I used to have a leg to stand on because I would listen to all your podcasts.
Yeah.
I haven't in a long time. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fair. There's so much content. I just complained about that. So.
Yeah. And I get to talk with you. which is pretty cool.
You get the real prize.
Yeah. I get the real prize.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So. All right. I need to go take an ibuprofen.
All right. They call me the gift. All right. Thank you, everybody, for
No,
hanging
that's
out.
why they call it the present.
Ow!
I didn't hit
Ow!
you. No, that's what that's saying. That's why they call
Stop
it the present.
hurting
It's a gift.
me.
No, now is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Isn't that what it is? Live, laugh, love.
Ow.
I hit this.
Ow!
Oh my God. The audio listeners are going to think I'm abusing you. I'm
Yeah.
literally touching the pillow next to you.
Yeah, she's just talking a lot with her hands, and I'm catching it a few times.
Oh my God. I was at Target the other day and Embers,
I am a target right now.
the song. No, I would never target you. I help you and support you.
You do. You raise me up
Yeah, I support you.
and then push me down.
And then make you feel uncomfortable when we go see the magician.
The weird
comedian
magician guy. Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, Embers, the song from Eurovision from the UK that got 0 points. I heard it at Target.
Oh.
It's a banger, despite it getting
That
0
was
points at Eurovision.
this year's song?
No, not Dizzy. The one.
No, was Dizzy this year? Was it?
Oh
this?
no, the What the Hell Just Happened was this year.
God, that was so bad.
No, Embers, the one that got 0 and 0 from both.
Last year?
No, 2019, 2021?
Oh,
2021, I think.
I have to hear it to know.
Yeah, 2021. It was 2021.
Okay.
It's the one that we saw on TikTok, and we were like, oh, this isn't bad. Why did it get 0 points?
Yes.
And then we heard the live version. We were like, oh, this is why I got 0 points.
Yes, I remember now.
Okay, that's all I wanted to say.
All right. Well, you can find. Ow, ow, ow. You know, you could just say, use your words.
Yeah, but we're on a podcast. I didn't want to use my words.
What? Is that not the main tool in an arsenal when you're talking on a podcast?
Leave me alone. My insides hurt. I need to get a haircut. I have to get an oil change. I got to clean the house. There's so many things.
Your oil changed?
Well, yes, but
What
I
does
also
that
need
mean?
the car. The car's oil needs changing.
All right, y'all. You know where to find us already. Feel free to put some questions in the form if you have any questions you want to ask us off the air, or put your comments in the comments. That's where they belong. That's what they're called, comments. You can find me on all
That's
social.
why they call it a gift. No,
Exactly.
that's why they call it the present.
You can find me on all platforms at Pooyaism. Catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Pooya. I'm there 5 times a week currently when I'm not podcasting, so find those. 90 Day was a double up this week, even though I try not to do it. Life comes at you fast. We've got a You vs. the World. I'm doing the finale this weekend, so pull up for that. And then Friday mornings, Life Feed Updates. That's where we will be, or where we is me. Okay, all right.
I can only breathe out one nostril.
I'm brown. I thought we were just shooting off facts about ourselves.
I feel like normally I can kind of breathe out of both. I really can't breathe out of this one.
All right. Well, we go to solve that issue. We hope you had fun with us. Enjoy your weekend. May it be nice. Yeah, Pearl, that's right. All right. You take care. Have a good one. Catch you next week. Bye. That's right, Pearl. We're done the show.